We have one race. We're down to one race remaining in segment one of our NASCAR activities for this season. We have Darlington. And after the Darlington race next week, somebody will be declared a winner. And then we'll start the next segment. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Well, good evening, Mr. Ken.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. Let's get down to business.
All right. What business are we going to get down to?
Where did I finish?
Well, I can tell you where you are. You won't finish until next week because there's one more race left. But
Okay.
Where you currently are is sixth. You're number six. You have 157 points, which puts you 21 points off the lead with one race to go.
I didn't catch where you said. What was my position, sir?
Your position is sixth. You are sixth. Sixth.
Oh, good. I want to stay inside the top 10.
Oh, you're well inside the top 10.
Yes. Am I better than, what's his name?
Better than Pretty Man. Oh, Pretty Man's on the bottom still. Pretty Man is right where nature will put him. All else being equal, Pretty Man is number 18.
Okay, where are we going next week?
Darlington.
Okay, so I don't need Ginsburg, so that's a regular track.
Darlington is, it's an oval. I wouldn't call it a regular track, but it is not a road course.
No, I don't need a road course guy, but I need a regular race car driver.
That's what you need.
Well, I'm going with the Daytona winner.
Reddick?
Yeah, I'm going back to what, the 45?
Yeah. Okay. Charles has Tyler Reddick. It's in the book.
Thank you, sir.
You're
my lady friend from the Philippines, she's gone back home. She has left Mindanao.
Okay.
And she's back home at her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And she says it'll probably be a few days before we get to speak because she has to get back to work and catch up work.
Well, that's reasonable. So she's been off work for a while then.
Yeah, she's self-employed.
Okay. What she runs a business? What does she do?
I don't know. All I know is she cuts cloth and puts them together or something.
Well, and I know that if she lived in the United States and was subject to U.S. tax law, by being self-employed, she would have to pay an additional 15.3% in taxes on top of her regular income tax assessment.
Well, if we were together, she wouldn't be working at all.
Well, I understand that. This is just a chance. I take every chance I can take to complain about the self-employment tax, which I have to pay on the enormous amount of money I earn during doing this show. I have to pay a lot of extra tax on it, and I look for any opportunity I can find to complain about that. So consider it complained about.
Do you want me to go talk to Uncle?
If you can fix it, yeah. If you can change it, yeah, go ahead.
Well, if I can, I'll get a chance. I'll say something to him and tell him it's a thorn in your neck.
Tell him I'm tired of it. I no longer wish to pay self-employment tax.
Well, I will deliver the message. I will make sure I send him a card first. I will send him a nice card and all of that to make sure he gets that first.
All right, well, good. And I will look for some relief. I will look for some relief next year from that.
Well, I'm hoping it works. I can't make no promises.
Well, I hope.
Yeah, but to everybody out there, you're going to lose, people. stay home.
Oh, now instead of aiming this toward Pretty Man, you're now aiming this at the entire field.
Well, no, hold on. Let me take that back. I'm only directing it to one person.
To Pretty Man. All right. Well, I think it's great because Pretty Man is in 18th place now. He's down, and certainly you ought to take any opportunity to kick him while he's down.
That's okay with me. I don't know what the rest of them will do, but I'll.
It's okay with me too.
Yeah, okay. But I might be calling my friend about another meeting, so he needs to be on standby.
All right. Well, we'll see how that works out.
Okay, bye, sir.
Thanks for calling. And the phone line is open now at that number. Somebody else was trying to get through there, but you could probably do that right now if you dial right quick. At that number on your screen. You can also email us at keneckleslive@gmail.com. And let's see, we've heard from, this email actually came in last Wednesday, but it didn't show up in time for me to read it on the air. I'll get back to it in a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
How you doing tonight, Ken?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Tell Charles I'm always on standby. I'm always up for some free chicken.
Okay. Well, who doesn't like free chicken?
I don't know of anybody that don't. I really don't. I heard today that Bojangles was listed #1 for the chicken business in the United States. Do you believe that?
No, I didn't hear that. They're listed #1 in what way for sales?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sales
For the
or
taste
quality?
and the sales.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well,
I didn't realize it.
Do you disagree with that?
Not at all. Not at all.
Because they have good chicken.
They do, Ken. They listed the top 8, and believe it or not, KFC was not in that number 8 thing at all. You believe that one?
Now, hang on a second. The top 8 chicken restaurants, and KFC wasn't even in the top 8?
Not at all. It really surprised me, Ken. It did.
Good night. Well, what are the top 8?
Oh, I can't tell you that, but I just kind of saw it on my phone, and Bojangles just kind of stuck in my head, and I thought of Charles when I heard it. So, got to repeat that one.
So Bojangles is #1. Now the question will be, will they be able to maintain that after he has retired?
Now that I don't know, Ken. I don't see him doing it after Charles goes, across the pond. I don't know if he'll maintain that.
I think that'll be closely watched.
No doubt. Ken, I had a man ask a question on your show last week about why people like myself don't watch Fox News.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at an organization that had to pay $785 million for telling a lie about an election, that's a no-brainer. And then January the 6th, they tried to say it was just a bad day, in Washington. There was a whole lot more than a bad day in Washington. I mean, just thing after thing after thing. If you're going to watch something and can't get the truth of it, why waste your time? Remember back during the campaign when Trump and Kamala was having a debate, and Trump came out and said that the people in Springfield, Ohio, are eating the dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And Fox News pushed that story for the longest time. I mean, did you see the expression on Kamala's face when he came out with that remark? I thought that girl was going to bust a gut laughing.
Well, now let me ask you: Did Fox report? There's two parts of there's the news where they have newscasters reading news, and then there are the talk shows where they have folks talking and expressing their political opinions. Now, did they say on the news that was actually happening, or was that just something the talk show hosts were saying?
No, these were news commentators, Ken. I mean, like Hannity and that bunch,
Well, Hannity is a talk show host. He's not a newsman.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, nothing on Fox is a news program. I just think it's state-run propaganda myself.
All right.
But another thing too, Ken, these people that say, well, you know, I don't mind paying a few more pennies on the dollar on a gallon of gasoline for somebody to save the world. In my opinion, Trump's not saving the world. He's starting World War III, basically. Today, he wants to throw NATO under the bus because him and Netanyahu started this war over there with Iran, and now he wants all the other countries to bail him out. I think it's just a joke. I do.
Well,
A lot of these people too, Ken. Everybody wants to go to war. Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. They've never seen war. They don't even have a clue what it consists of. I mean, if you live in a jungle or a desert, either one, and you're just totally off the grid from civilization for weeks and months at a time, no running water, no electricity, none of that, like we were. I mean, you wouldn't even dream of going to war. But these people says, "Oh, he's saving the world. He's doing this country." And let me ask you this: do you think, your personal opinion, do you think it was an imminent threat for Israel? For Iran to hit us? I mean, do you think we should have hit? Do you think it was an imminent threat that we were going to be hit then?
With an atomic weapon? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Well, based on
exactly.
based on the intelligence agencies estimated that Iran could have, within a few weeks, they could have enough fuel to put into a nuclear bomb, but they were nowhere close to actually having a nuclear bomb to put it in. So no, I mean, there was not an imminent threat that Iran was going to hit anybody with a nuclear bomb. There was an imminent threat that they were going to have the fuel for it.
Right. Well, that's two different worlds.
Well, those are two different things.
Yeah. I mean, when you got Hegseth and Trump saying, well, we've had to stop them there, and other people say, too, again, well, I'd rather fight them there than I had here. Well, guess what? If you're an American citizen and you're in the military, drafted or not, and you're in that situation, you're still fighting that war. It don't make no difference where you are sitting or standing or laying. You're still in that war. You know? People need to rethink this hurry up and go to war thing or else. They just never seen it. I hope they never do.
Well, I appreciate your call.
All right. Thank you, Ken.
Thanks for calling. Line is open. There's a number up there. The email address is keneckleslive@gmail.com. This email that just showed up late was this. It was, and this was last week. This was, hey, Ken, if you were in the contest, what place would you be in and who would be your pick this week? Talking about the race. Well, obviously, I would have picked Hamlin. Certainly, there's no doubt about that. If I'd made a pick, I certainly would have picked Denny Hamlin. And I think everyone understands that. What place would I be in? I would be ahead of Pretty Man. If the picks that I had made all through this had been official and put me in the standings, I will tell you, I would be ahead of Pretty Man, who is currently 18th out of 18 contestants. So I can say that unequivocally. Let's see, we have heard from... we've heard from Wild Turkey 101. Wild Turkey 101 is taking the number 9, Chase Elliott, for Darlington. Let me get that written down. Okay, Wild Turkey, that's in the book. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken, it's Mark from Marion.
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. I want to pick Chase Briscoe for the next race, number 19, ain't it?
19. Okay, Mark has the 19 for Darlington. Mark, would you like to know where you are in the standings right now?
Oh, yeah.
You're number 1. Here it is.
Number 1.
Mark, you're in first place with 178 points. Liberal is second with 166. Mr. Leaksville is third with 162. Lady in Black is actually tied with Mr. Leaksville with 162. And then Nature Boy rounds out the top five with 160. So, Mark, you're still number one with one race to go.
Okay. Yeah. I think my mom did a good job last week, but because Kyle Larson came in seventh, won it.
Well, he finished seventh. That was enough to keep you on top, so she did okay.
Oh yeah, she's at Checkers tonight working.
Well,
But she told me, well, I go get Chase Briscoe because he won last year there or something.
okay. Well, you got him. Sounds like your mom knows a lot about what's going on.
Yeah, she knows more than I do.
And I tell you, she knows more than I do by all appearances as well.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ken.
Well, thanks for calling, Mark. Good to hear from you. Phone line is open. There's the. What am I trying to say? There's the number there on your screen that you can call if you'd like to give us a call. The email address is keneckleslive@gmail.com. So Mark has the 19, Charles has the 45, and Wild Turkey 101 has the 9 for Darlington. So we got those three so far. And I think there's another email over here if I can get hold of the correct mouse. Hi, Ken. Mr. Leaksville here. This weekend, I am picking the showman, Mr. Bowman, the number 24. The showman, Mr. Bowman, for Mr. Leaksville. Where is Mr. Here you go. Mr. Leaksville has the 24. So that's in the book. Let me run down this list again here. Mark, 178. Liberal, 166. Mr. Leaksville and Lady in Black, 162. Nature Boy, 160. That's the top five. Then Charles, 157. Early Bird, 154. Avenger, 150. Mr. Draper, 142. Mr. Pelham, 140. That's the top 10. Ralph has 138, Captain Midnight 133, Citizen D 126, Mr. NASCAR 120, Jack also with 120. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, kid, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
What place am I in?
You are now number 7. Number 7. You are 24 points out of first place.
So I guess winning didn't help me much, did it?
Well, it helped you from going farther down. It helped you from being number 10. So that helps.
Is that where I was, number 10?
Well, you would have dropped to number 10 if you'd well, it would depend on who else you would have picked. Anyway, now I've confused myself now. So all I know is you had a good week and you're number 7. If you'd had a bad week, you'd be lower than that. So you're doing okay.
Okay. So I did come in first, didn't I?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
If you hadn't had that, you had a real bad week before where you only got 10 points. That's what got you. If you'd had a decent week that week, you'd still be at the top. But that 10-point week kind of hurt you.
Yeah, that hurt me. Well, I don't. Let's see, where are they racing at?
They are racing at Darlington.
Or what size track is that?
It's Darlington, is it 1.25 miles? I'm not sure exactly.
Okay.
It's not a road course, though.
I'm going to take Kyle Larson.
All right. Early Bird will have Kyle Larson, number 5. Hang on.
Oh,
Hang on. I can't.
okay.
Oh, there you are. Early Bird has the 5 for Darlington. It's in the book. Now, this is the last race of this segment. And next week, we start all over, and everybody will be even.
Well, I couldn't go to the race I won anyway. I was just going to hand it down to the second place man.
Okay, well, that would be fine. And you still could, you're
But-
not mathematically eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, I can't go either way, but if I ever do win them, I'm gonna just give them to whoever comes in second.
Okay, well, that's good. People have done that a couple of times.
I like just calling in and picking the driver, see how I do.
Well,
But
that's
anyway,
the most
I'm gonna
fun,
take Cal. Yeah, it's fun. That's why I call in, because I like playing it. I like to pick the driver because I don't never watch it. If I do, I watch the last 20 laps or something.
Well,
If
those
I
are the
can
20.
get
That's the part that really counts.
Yeah, I mean, if I can pick the channel up, I couldn't get it yesterday when at FS1, but I seen it on the news that morning when I got up and it said Danny Hamlin won it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm gonna take Kyle Larson, and whatever happens will happen.
Okay,
And
it's in the book.
And I'll talk to you later, kid.
Okay,
have a good night.
thanks for calling. Good to hear from
Uh huh. Yeah.
you. And phone line is open now at that number. You can give us a call there, or you can email us at keneckleslive@gmail.com. This emailer says, Ken, are we done with the rain yet? Well, I'm not. It's still raining here. I think it's still going to rain a while. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Ken, it's Ralph. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, Ralph. How are you?
Pretty good.
Okay, number 12. Ralph has number 12 for Darlington. It's in the book.
Hey, how you been doing, bud?
I'm doing okay. We didn't have too bad of a storm today. It wasn't as bad as I feared, so I guess we're ahead.
Yeah, by God.
Indeed, yes, sir. Thank God.
Yeah, well, you don't know, man.
No, you don't, because I really thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was today, but it wasn't real bad here.
Yeah, it was bad down here where I live. Huh?
Nope. So I'm pretty happy with it compared to what it could have been.
Yeah. What's up?
Well, maybe so. If you don't climb up in this one, in 2 weeks, everybody will be back at zero. So everybody's got a fresh chance then.
But I'll check you later.
Well, thanks, Ralph. Ralph takes the number 12 for Darlington. Ryan Blaney. As far as the other one, we've finished with the rain yet? No. I think I still have the radar up on one of my browser tabs here. And if I go back and look at the radar, it looks like we still have a good amount of rain yet to the west, which is going to be moving through here. So, but it's all green. Isn't any of that yellow and orange stuff that we hate to see on radar. It just looks like a steady time of rain that's going to roll through, and then it's pretty clear behind that. So I would guess, I'm certainly not qualified to predict the weather. All I'm qualified to do is look at the radar and make a dumb guess at how much longer it's going to rain. I would guess it's going to rain maybe for another couple of hours or so. And there could be wind, too. There is a wind advisory for the next few hours. The National Weather Service says that winds could possibly gust. These would not be sustained winds. They're saying possible gusts up to 40 miles per hour this evening. Sustained winds quite a bit less than that. It says 25 to 30 miles an hour, with a gust up to 40 miles an hour a possibility. That's a lot better than some of the things I was hearing last night. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Ken. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Leon. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just going to take a chance this week and take that number 8 car.
Why not take a chance on Kyle Busch? Leon has the 8 for Darlington. He's going to win sooner or later. Might be this week.
I believe it's going to be later when he leaves Richard Childress.
Well, maybe, but maybe it'll be this week. Don't give up hope.
Well, he said on a talk show over the weekend, I heard him say that he just cannot figure out the car and he didn't know what the car was going to do.
Well, if Kyle Busch cannot figure out a car, there must be something really strange going on with it, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so, Ken.
Because he has driven a couple of races in his life, and I think if anybody who knows how to figure out a car, it would be him.
Well, you would think so, but like I say, I don't know if he's getting behind on his driving or what.
Well, he's had a lot of bad luck, but we can't say it's all been bad luck, though. I mean, there are days when he hasn't had bad luck, but he just hasn't run very well, and I guess that's a symptom of not being able to figure out the car.
Yeah, I think you're right on that end.
How much longer is his contract with Hendrick? I don't know right offhand.
Well, he don't have no contract with Hendrick, but his contract with Childress is up this year.
I mean, what did I say? I didn't mean to say Hendrick. I meant Childress. It's up, so he'll be a free agent at the end of this year.
Yeah, and I think he'll be gone. And be honest with you, I think that boy that drives on Saturday, Jesse Love, is probably going to take that seat.
Well, Kyle Busch is costing them a lot of money, and if you look at what they're paying him and the results they've gotten, I agree with you. I think he'll probably be gone. I doubt they'll re-sign him.
No, I think Richard Childress got more sense than that.
Well, I hope Kyle will win one this year. I know he's got a lot of fans who want to see him win. I'd like to see him win one. So we'll see. If he doesn't win one this year, I hope he gets somewhere good next year where he can win one.
Yeah, I do too, as long as he don't go to old Hendricks, and I don't think he'll go back there because he's been there one time before.
Yeah, they usually don't go back. Okay, Leon. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Ken.
Leon has number 8, Kyle Busch for Darlington. So that's Mark the 19, Early Bird the 5, Charles the 45, Ralph the 12, Leon the 8, and Wild Turkey 101 has the 9 for Darlington. Here's an emailer who says, Ken, speaking of the weather and what everybody was expecting today, have you ever seen these online weathermen? I don't know if they're real meteorologists or what they are, but they're online and they have these big fancy looking maps and they talk all this scientific weather talk, but they always predict that everything is going to be twice as bad as it actually turns out to be. And one of them was saying we could have 90-mile-an-hour winds today. Have you seen these guys? I have seen some of those guys. Hang on a second. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hello, is this Mr. Eccles?
This is Mr. Eccles. Yes, this is Ken.
Well, hello, Ken. This is my first time calling. I just wonder if any of you or your listeners have heard anything about Dolly Parton. I was watching a news report. It was World News Report, and of all things, when they come back on to talk, they were talking about Dolly Parton, but it was the weather interrupted and gave the weather report, and it blocked it all out. I couldn't hear a thing that was said. I was wondering, have you heard anything about? They were getting ready to report on Dolly Parton. They said she hasn't performed in 2 months, and they were going to tell what her health condition was. Have you heard anything about that?
I'm sorry, I have not heard anything about that. And I don't know. Maybe if somebody has heard, if anybody out there has heard reports about Dolly Parton's health, please call and let us know.
Well, that's exactly what I was hoping would happen, and I am so impressed that with you that I got through to you the first almost on the first ring. We've had some really crazy weather today, that's for sure. But I won't ramble on anymore. I'll just sit back and listen to see if anybody has heard anything about Dolly. You have a great day.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate your call.
Th-
So, what have you heard? Has anybody heard anything about Dolly Parton, a health report or any other sort of report about Dolly Parton? The one, I guess, big piece of news I've heard in the past few months about Dolly Parton is that I heard that she's closing Dollywood, her mega park up there she's in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg, which is she? I think that's in Pigeon Forge. I have heard that she's going to close Dollywood. I heard that several months ago. I guess if we wanted to speculate, not knowing anything, but just speculating, that maybe could have some connection to a health problem. I don't know. I don't want to guess because I don't know. But if anyone does know anything about that, then please give us a call and give us an update on that, because I'd like to find out what that is. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Ken,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, doing pretty good right now, you know.
Well, are you expecting? You sound like you're expecting not to do
let's
good.
get down to business, Ken.
All right, let's get down
What
to
happened?
business. You are second place. Second place, you are
Okay.
12 points behind with one race left.
All right, now, Ken. I think I tied another record this weekend for picking two in a row. Is that correct?
That is, yeah, that is the record. 2 in a row. It's held by you and a couple of other people, but it's a rare accomplishment.
Okay. All right then. Well, I give you my pick later in the week. Michael's supposed to call me back tomorrow.
Well,
so we got to talk this over.
You want to think carefully, because if you want to, if you get 3 in a row, that will be an all-time record.
That would be very interesting, wouldn't it?
That would be pretty good if you get 3 in a row.
All right, Ken, look, so let me say this. Many of the viewers like you and I want to know when this war of choice is going to end. Well, I got some good news, Ken. The press said he will end it when he feels it in his bones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That's what he said today.
That's what he said. All right. But Ken, every morning, 80-year-old man gets up. He's always feel something in his bones. I hate to think we continue this war because our president based the war with choice and then find out he has arthritis.
Well, I'm not quite 80 yet. Not
79. Yeah, I know.
Not quite 80 yet, and I feel all sorts of things in my bones, but I have really not been able to interpret them that well. But maybe I'm just not smart enough to know what my bones are telling me.
Yeah, but would you say most people 70 plus have arthritis in the bones?
Well, yeah, I guess most folks over 70 get some sort of message from their bones pretty much every day, but who knows what it is.
But look, if you see a long detail with them black SUVs coming through, the president might have to come here to get some onion soup for his bones. So we can get him cleared up so we can get some good decisions on this wall. I wish he took some before the wall, but nevertheless.
Little onion syrup might do us all some good.
Yeah. Now look, $1.5 billion a day so far, and he killed a leader replaced by his son, who is a war hawk, much younger and much more aggressive. Now, he thought that the others was kicking the can down the road, but we found out he's honestness. You know?
And the son, the new leader, I'm sure you know this, reports are that he has been seriously injured.
But they denied it with the last report. He said his face is not disfigured and he's not seriously injured.
Well, the disfigurement, I said the report said the disfigurement was that he had lost a leg. Did you see his leg?
No. Look, you're not going to see that man. He'd be crazy to come out.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they talking about him coming out and everything, but he'll be crazy to come out. But look, I heard to plea for the Allies to help us and all and join us in this war and everything. And he said if they didn't, that NATO was going to seriously suffer. But you remember that speech he made to NATO? And he got rid of our allies before he started the war, which is the opposite. You're supposed to build your allies up and then go to fight. Am I right?
Well, that's normally the way it's done. Yeah, normally. But the thing that the thing I don't, well, there's a lot I don't understand. One thing I haven't quite figured out yet is NATO today said that NATO said they will have a plan to improve things in the Strait of Hormuz, but they said that at the same time they did not accept the president's invitation to send ships. They said they would have a plan. So I don't know what their plan involves, but right now it apparently doesn't involve sending ships.
The British, when he approached the British, and they told him to show them his plan. What was his plan to progress, and what his plans are? They're not just going in the blind like he surprised them with the war. The attack and everything. And the British are asking for them to show them a plan, how they can go in there and how they can settle and stop this war. But do you think they have a plan?
I think they had a plan of attack. I mean, clearly they had a plan of attack, and clearly plan. I think that plan has gone pretty much as they intended and expected. I don't think they had a plan for the Strait of Hormuz. It appears, and what do I know nothing. I'm just saying this is what it looks like.
Well, it
doesn't look as though they had a plan for the Strait of Hormuz. It looks like that took them by surprise. That's how it looks.
Yeah, I thought, Ken, I would feel like if they had a plan, they would have alerted almost 1 million of our people before they hit so they could evacuate, and the airspace was closed down. Wouldn't that be sensible if you got that many Americans over there trying to tell them, to get out because any day something could backfire or happen or what? Especially when you got all of those ships sitting out there in the bay, But if they had a plan, why didn't they alert all of those citizens of our country?
Well,
so they could get out.
I don't know the answer to that. I do know, I think I know this. I think if I had been an American citizen in that part of the world, I think when I started noticing the military buildup and all the naval forces being moved into the area, I think at that point I would have left the area without being told. Apparently, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, I'm like you, Ken. When I saw the first ship, I head to the airport.
Yeah.
And I thank you for your time, Ken. Enjoy yourself.
Thanks for calling. Phone line is open. Well, I don't know, it's not. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Ken. How you, bud?
Good. How are you?
I'm eating Brunswick stew. Thank you.
Oh, that sounds good.
No, it is. Star brand, saltine crackers, salt and pepper.
Star brand. I've had about 10,000 of those.
Zesta saltine crackers.
Oh, man, I haven't had any Zestas in a long time.
Walmart always got them.
Do you crumble them up in the stew?
I sure do.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Crumble them up, maybe about 8 or 10 of them, and
yep.
Stir them all around up.
That's how it's done.
Yep, sure is. That's how I learned. I guess that's how I finished. I bought 6 pounds. It's 3 tubs. It's still $6.37 for 2 pounds.
Yeah, I used to
That's
live
more than a quart.
I used to live in the Belvedere Hotel in Reidsville. That's a long time ago when anybody could rent a room in the Belvedere Hotel. I used to live in there, and I used to eat Star brand Brunswick stew I worked at Reidsville Furniture Company, like 2 blocks away, and I'd walk back to the hotel every day, and I'd eat Star brand Brunswick stew. It kept me alive for about 6 months.
It's a wonder you didn't get sick of it.
No, I never did. Absolutely not. I love it.
I loved fried okra when I was a kid. My grandma used to make fried okra, and I ate so much of it one time, it took me about 10 years before I could eat any more of it.
Really? Okay, well.
Yeah, it just made me, I ate so much I got sick off of it.
Well, I guess that
But
can
boy, it
happen,
was
but
good.
it never happened to me with that Star brand, though.
Well, it hadn't me either. I ate it probably 3 times a month, and maybe even 4. It's just part of my weekly one of my weekly meals, kind of.
Okay. Well, it was.
And,
I ate it like 7 nights a week for a long time. I mean, I didn't know how to cook anything.
It's got all the good stuff in it: corn and beans, peas, and
Well, that's right. Just eat it, and you don't have a serving of corn and a serving of peas. Just eat it all at the same time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure enough. I don't know. I tell you what, I'm tempted to pick my all-time favorite this week for the race.
Okay, you can.
Okay. Well, then write me down for Ricky Bobby.
Oh, no. I take it back. You can't. What was his number? What was his number? Ricky Bobby's
goodness.
number.
I'm not sure now.
I don't remember.
I can see his car, but I can't see the number.
Yeah, I can see him running down the track, but wasn't in his car.
Yeah, forget that's a good movie if you want to laugh hard.
Well, anyway, if you can't get Ricky Bobby, then who do you want?
I guess I'll go ahead and since early bird didn't been doing so good, I'll take your number 5 also.
Okay, Mr. Draper has the 5 for Darlington. It's
Once again, I feel like he's overdue.
Oh, he is. He is absolutely overdue. It's got to
We had a
happen.
gentleman a little bit ago talking about Kyle Busch. Remember me saying a long time ago, when they get older and they get a family and they get more responsibility than the race is to them, as in children, they slow down.
You think that's it with Kyle Busch? He's just doesn't want to get
Well,
hurt.
Well, Larson's got a few kids now, and he ain't doing so well. And when they get those kids, they got that big responsibility of raising that child, and it supersedes their get up and go on the race course, I think,
Well,
as far as their nerves, as far as their chances they take. I don't really know. It may be just
maybe.
I don't know, because everything's equal. It's all the driver or the car setup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously we don't know, but that's not an unreasonable theory. That maybe when you start thinking about the kids at home, maybe you don't take as many chances as you used to.
And all of their families there at the race every weekend, the kids, the wife, everybody. They
So
can't
maybe
just push them out of their minds.
Yeah, maybe there's something to that.
Yeah. President Trump said he would feel the war would be over, he feels it in his bones. Well, when you got bones, it hurts sometimes. That lets you know things a whole lot sooner than it does other people. I know that. I knew 2 days ago a storm was coming today. When a storm hit today, I felt fine.
So
Day before yesterday and yesterday, I was down.
You felt it in your bones 2 days ago? What did you feel?
Oh, yeah. Day and a half ago, it just felt heavy, just real hard to move. It's like a high pressure or low pressure. You got more pressure on you from the atmosphere, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah,
And
there's something that in the atmosphere before a storm. There's no doubt about that. So maybe you do feel that.
Yeah. It's possible. I mean, I know I feel it when it comes, and like I say, when it gets here, I don't feel it anymore. It goes away. It's just, I guess, the storm approaching and the pressure change or something. I don't know. It just destroys my lumbar and my neck and my hand, the whole shoulder. Let me see, feet and legs, and what else have I got?
Well, I don't know. You might need to do inventory and see what's there.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you real quick.
What?
I got a pharmacist too. I talked to him on Thursday because I had 2 pills left on 8 bottles
Okay.
of medicine. And we had a discussion that was not pleasant.
Okay.
And he was trying to tell me one thing. I was trying to tell him something else. And he didn't agree, and I didn't agree. And my medicine was supposed to be delivered on Friday. Do you know I had to go up there today and get it?
Well, what?
They withheld my medicine for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday today because I got in an argument with him that he didn't agree with me about.
Well, I never heard of that happening
That's
before.
life-saving medicine.
Okay,
My
so
heart pill,
well, now
blood
were
pressure.
you without your medicine for 3 days?
Yeah. And then today until I got it about 12 o'clock when I went up there.
Did you ask them why they didn't deliver it?
Nope, I didn't want to cause an argument. I didn't want to flip out in there. I didn't want to go ballistic. You know how I get sometimes.
Well,
you
I
know.
mean, surely a pharmacist would.
And the
not-
man cussed me. The man cussed me. And when he started cussing me, I said, whoa, I ain't cussed you. Why you cussing me? I said, don't cuss me no more.
Well, no,
And the
this
last
is-
thing I told him, I said, don't never cuss me again. And I hung the phone up.
Well, I mean,
And my
they have-
medicine didn't.
They have no business cussing you on the phone. I mean, that's obvious.
I
But
agree with that.
I don't. I mean, it's hard to believe. I cannot really believe a pharmacist would intentionally hold up your medicine, though.
Well, I told him, when I called, I said, I got 2 pills left for 2 days. I'm just calling you to let you know what's the situation about this copay. I said, I ain't got no problem paying it. I just need to know why I'm having to pay it when I ain't never had to pay it before. He said, look, I know how to run my expletive business. I said, whoa, wait a minute.
All right.
So it went from bad to worse, and I didn't get my medicine for 4 days.
Well, let me get back to the copay a second. It's a copay you've never had to make before, and now it shows up.
What? Yeah, now I'm having it. And I called the insurance company and said, you're 100% covered. You got no problem. So I tell him that. He says, no, you're wrong. I said, oh, my gosh.
Well, he needs to talk to the insurance company then, doesn't he?
He said, have him call me. And like they're going to get back with him on Friday. I'll call him. Anyway, it's just, you can't get anybody these days to when you call. It's really crazy trying to get someone.
Well,
But
I know one thing.
I don't know.
I know it's a bad thing to suddenly get hit with a copay that you're not expecting.
Yeah, it wasn't that big. I just wanted to know why. That was simple as that. But yeah, it was Lane's Pharmacy here in Eden.
All right. Well, let's not talk specifically about them. Anyway, we're out of time.
Oh, okay. All right. Have a good night, Ken. I'll talk to you later. Sorry about that. All right,
Thanks for
bye-bye.
calling. That is all the time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to squeeze out another 30 seconds here to read this email. Ken, was there any damage from the storms today in Rockingham County? Congrats to Mark on being first. Citizen D takes the 9 for next week. Please put that in the great book. Citizen D will have the 9 for Darlington. Can you explain what Senator Berger is challenging in the election? I heard something about voters receiving ballots. Well, we'll talk about what Senator Berger might be challenging tomorrow night. And as far as damage from the storm in Rockingham County, I have not heard of any damage so far. And that's all the time we have for tonight. We're on the air Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I hope you'll join us next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Ken Eccles.